Bum 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 bum. The Peter Shit Show. Bum 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 bum. Please continue to pray for me by singing along with me, gesturing at your screen, and hitting the imaginary shit button on this video. I really could use some prayers. Last week, you guys prayed for me, and I had a little bit of a drama while traveling here, and it resolved itself. So let's all come together again and pray. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Shit Show. Bum 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 bum. So yesterday, somebody stole my money while I was sleeping, and it's really not just that situation, but I know what is giving me so much grief. Not only during this trip, but this whole year, I know what it is. What had happened was we got to go back a few years and review a few things. What had happened was 3 years ago. I was very content with my art career, and also I had just started teaching at Maricopa Colleges, and I was quite content with that. I swore I never wanted to meet anybody. You can go back and watch those videos, circa 2022, 2023. And so I had finally resolved some toxicity with my workplaces. I had my art career, and life couldn't be better. And then I got a really bad case of COVID during a heat wave. And I realized how shitty society treats us when we're down, especially in the United States. And especially if you're single. And that's when I really wanted to meet somebody. So I asked a friend at church to set me on a blind date. And it went beyond my wildest dreams. And that's when I started networking with other people. And then I met the girl here in Taiwan. And I swore I was going to move here. I don't necessarily think about moving here anymore, but I do want to spend more time in Taiwan. Lately, that's what I've been thinking. And then because none of these things move in a straight line, right? The girl that I met here in Taiwan, the distant cousin of Eve Curry back home, and then there was I call her Taylor Jr. And then there's Evelina Jr. as well back home. Two of my former students. None of those move in straight lines. Between where I am now and where I came from, there was a lot of uncertainty. There were even a few rounds of ghosting, and then we came back together. There was, and then there were other people that didn't work out with, right? And this turbulence has destroyed me. I got a bad performance review at work. That's I got kicked out of 2 different places with 2 different sets of roommates. I had, in large part because of the emotional turbulence of all of this. And, God, if only society would have treated me better, or in general would treat people better when they have COVID-19 during a heat wave, right? That was the catalyst for a lot of this, right? I don't know why we throw people out when something goes wrong, right? We don't have a very good safety net back home in the U.S. That is for sure, right? You don't have to take my word for that. And I'm not so upset about losing the money. I'm more upset about how our institution has looked like, that has kind of forced this hand where it is now more than anything else. you have to wonder in the U.S. You know, we don't have the world's highest rate, but we had a very high obesity rate. We have a lot of drug abuse right now, right? Fentanyl is out of control. You have to wonder how many of that has its genesis similar to what happened to me last summer during the heat wave, right? You have to wonder, right? Anyway, a moment of silence for what I've been through over the last year and a half. I had it really well with my relationship with myself at the height of the art career when I first started teaching at Maricopa colleges. If it weren't for what happened last summer, I'd probably still be living that dream. Of course, dream is actually a pretty good word for it because you have to ignore all of the potential setbacks and just dream about it, right? And okay, why don't we sing with me? Gesture at your screen. Hit the shit button on this video. This is the Peter Shit Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Shit Show. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Shit Show. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Shit Show. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Shit Show. Bum 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 bum.